All right, let's look at a chop day. I'm going to use the exact same chart I just used to talk about the overnight high and overnight low and IB low and IB high. So let's just use this. You got a chop day here. And a lot of people lose a lot of money on these days. Our key here, and I'm going to put it up here, as I want 2 candle separation on a level for me to trade. Okay? This is really key. And sometimes you have to wait a long time to enter a trade. So just know that that's true. All right, so there's this little plugin I have called New York Session Indicator. That's lunch. I'm not trading during that time. It's usually crazy and ridiculous, but you can trade it. Just totally require a 2 candle separation. I find I need the break personally, and that's the way it goes. So the opening here is at 9:30. Oh, I have it. Close is 4. Close is right there. Okay, so now we have our day frame. This vertical line, this vertical line. And we can see it's an ugly day. So how are we going to trade this? So price comes down immediately. Doesn't hit my overnight low, so no trade yet. And then it decides to go back up. And if I had to draw a line, I would draw it here. I would draw it on the thick base of this white candle as a short. So you would enter short here. I'm going to leave it green because you make money. That's actually the wrong color. That's the color I would mark. And there's your short. You did really well. If you knew the rest of the day was chop, you'd probably walk away. So price came down. I have no level because I don't have 2 candle separation. I want to show you that. So if I mark this level right here, do I have 2 candles that completely cleared? Nope, I only have 1. So I don't have a level there. I do not have a level there. Price comes down. I can use this as a level because these 2 candles cleared. And even this one cleared. So here's your next short. Oops. There's your next short. You did well on it. So price goes down. I missed a trade. So when price came down, it bounced off this overnight low. So there's a long. You went long here. And the ideal place to get out is where price will bounce back in your face. So that is definitely part of your trade plan. Where will price bounce back in my face? It's off this hold level. So you should have been able to capture every point of that if you're recognizing that you have this hold level that'll bounce price back in your face. Okay, sorry. So let me move that out of the way. So you took that short, and it took out the IB low. I'm at the overnight low. Now, 1 hour into the trading day, which would be at 9:30, 10:30. There's the IB high, and where's the IB low? At 10:30, 10:30. 10:30, right there. That's where the IB low is. So it took out the IB low, made it to the overnight low, and that's where it bounced. Okay. So it's interesting that the IB low also very well matched with the hold level. So you had 2 levels right there to bounce price back into your face. All right, so 1 hour into the trading, I have a little alert that goes off on my computer. At 1 hour into the trading, it'll tell me to mark my IB highs and lows so I don't forget. And I tell the room, hey, time to mark your IB highs and lows. And then we took it out. We bounced off the overnight low, and price came down. Okay, I need to get rid of this level now because we've already traded it. The IB high. Now, when it's been taken through, what I do during the day, you'll see me slide this out of the way, and I'll keep it where the IB low was, but I don't want to look at it anymore. Sorry, I have it there just for reference. I keep it over here on the side because it's already been taken out, and I don't need to see it anymore, in all honesty, because it's already had its first touch reaction. but I like to know where it was. Okay. No trade here because we already played the overnight low, which, by the way, now I'm going to move this thing. It's hard for me to even trade doing it any differently. So let me move it over here. Okay. So now, by taking out the IB low and taking out the overnight low, this thing is very well poised to dump. It doesn't mean it will, but it's poised to. All right, so price goes up. I don't have any levels to trade anything. It comes down and then it goes up. Tops of these blue candles, I don't have two separation, so there's nothing. Chop, chop, chop. There's no levels for me to draw for two candle separation. Now, there's a level here for two candle separation. But price doesn't get close enough. It's 3 ticks. So 3 ticks means I have to count that as tested. Now on the way up, I have the bottom of this white candle. I do have two candle separation. This is lunch hour, so I wouldn't be trading it, but we're walking through it. Price did come up. It went over probably a point. It came back down. Break even trade somewhere in there. You shouldn't have lost money on it for sure. Price went up a little bit more. None of these blue candles have 2-point separation. Price drops down. I can't use this backside because this white candle is blocking it. So, hold on, let me move these more out of my way. I can't use this as a backside. I can't use this as a... Well, actually, I could because I have two candle separation. So, price went down here. Right here, I could have shorted. This would have been a small to break even. We're in chop, so we shouldn't be upset that you're making smalls here. Price goes up. I can mark this. If you wanted to be greedier, you could mark the base. You would have missed the entry here, but you could have possibly gotten it there, or used the wick and just did the entry here. I usually do the wicks. You would have taken a little bit of heat, not much. This is when you got to turn off the magnetic tool because it won't. Yeah, 1.75, maximum 6 points. You should have gotten 3. So now I move this. Here's my next level. So price went up, creating this valley, and I'm looking, where can I draw my levels? Where do I have two candle separation? This is the only one. Price came to it perfectly. You had a nice bounce. You took 0 heat, and you're in. Man, I forgot to keep marking my entries. We got in here. We got in here. We did that one, that one. That was too close, but it didn't count. Break even, I'm not going to worry about. Came up. That's okay, perfect. So we went long here. Price displaces. Where do we have two candle separation? I don't like how the price did it here. Came back to it, so I'm not going to count this level. Whoops. This might be the only level I'd be interested in. I'll tell you why I don't do it. This is great. I'm glad we're walking through this. If I don't have a backside that bounces really well, I did not have a clear backside here. I don't play the front side. I just don't. So if I don't have a good backside bounce, I don't play the front side. Now the front side, this is another break-even trade. It went up a point or 2 or 3, and then it came down 2 points. So, you know, I'm gonna call it break-even. But if I don't have a good backside bounce, I'm definitely not interested in the front side. And most of the time, I'm not interested in the front side at all. That's just me. Okay, so price shoots up. I have a backside level right here. I'm going to move the IB. I'm going to move the overnight. Let's see. 12 plus 3 is 15. So this is the last minutes of the day. So there's no other trade. So even in chop day, let's look at it. Chop day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profitable trades. You had no losers. And you played all of that really well. 2 candle separation is really key, in my opinion, to keep you from hurting yourself in chop. I'm going to delete all of these. Very nice. That was a good trade review. Now, trend days are easier. And what you have to not to do is, oh, let me turn off. What you have to not do on trend days is be the predictor of when this thing is turning around. No, that's not what you do on trend days. Let's use this area here. Okay, here's New York lunch. And so here would be the opening. I'm not going to worry about the IB high and low and overnight high and low. We've already talked about how to play that. So here's 9:30. Let's see, 3, 4, 1600. So the day's done there. Opening, lunch, end of day. So let's follow this day and see what kind of trades we could have made. So price is going down. Do I have any levels I can trade? Let me zoom this a little bit more. Do I have any levels I can trade? This would be the only level I could trade on the way up. It touched it back and forth. You should have braked even. You should not have been a victim of any of this at all. Let's see if I can go to the 1 minute. Let's see if it'll let me go that far down. 1 minute. Okay, there we go. So price went up. You took 3 points of heat, and then on this candle, it came down 5 points, 4.5 points. So, you know, I'd have probably been out at break even, to be honest. So no big deal. All right, well, we're just going to use the, let me go back to 3 minutes. So price goes all the way up. Now it starts going down. I would have this as a backside at this moment. First of all, let's talk about something. In general, I'm wanting to trade with the trend. And that's what I'm kind of hoping we can get here. So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, we're taking out lows here. I'm looking for a short, so I'm okay doing this. In fact, I would have my arrow and say, okay, we're doing this. Now, price took out this break level that would have been setting right here. Price took it out, so now I am neutral. I am neutral. It took it out. I'm neutral. What I would be looking for at this exact moment, and I'm glad I stopped myself here for a second, is now, since we took out that high, I'm looking for a 2 candle separation to go long. I'm expecting this thing to go up, but I need 2 candle separation and I want to go long. I only got 1 candle. It came back, it did a little bounce, and then it vomited through. And as soon as I see it go under my backside here, and I'm flat, I am balanced right now, I am not trading this long. Now, you still got a little bounce, but I'm not playing it. I am not playing it. I want to see price. What I was hoping price would do, let me use this. It went up. I was hoping to get 2 candles. It come back to here, and then I can play that long. That's what I was visualizing. Because we took out the high going up with strong, energetic movements up. But that's not what happened. So, me knowing this saved me from making this trade. However, you did get a little bounce. You should have gotten out at break even. You shouldn't have been hurt more than that. But you shouldn't have even been in the trade. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just play the day, 1 candle at a time. So now we took out this break level. We took out this break level. We took out this break level. So now I'm down. I'm looking for shorts. This break level now becomes a backside. This now becomes a backside. Let's see what happens. Let's play one candle at a time. Did I get 2 candle separation? Yes. How close was that? 76.25. Oh, was that a full frickin' point? Let's see. Yep, full point. I would not have... Okay. I would not have been in this trade. Not at this candle. I don't know what the next candle does. I will front run a backside when we're vomiting. At this point, I can't say we're vomiting. Because if I take into consideration the overnight low is right here. And that's where it stopped. So I'm not front running this. Because that might be all it wants to do. And then it continues its journey up. So I'm not front running it, but I would take a trade. Let's see what happens. Oh, down. Okay. All right. Now we're taking out another swing low here. Another break level right here. We're taking this out. I don't need to worry about this overnight low anymore. I'm just going to get it out of here. All right, so my arrow is still... I'm looking for a short. Give me a short opportunity. I don't have any levels I can draw here. Okay. Okay, now we have strong displacement up. Now, when this thing was within a point here, you've got to decide, is that tested or not? Is that tested or not? Well, it made it down this far, and it ran back up 15 points. You got to consider that tested, and you're not going to play this. Or if you do, you play it at the lowest risk you can. You know, I believe you should be trading micros. I would do that at 1 MES. 1 micro, because that was so close to being tested, it's crazy. In fact, let's get the exact number. The high of this, 76.25, and the low is 77.25. So yes, that was 1 point. Your call. Then it went down further and came back. Yeah, I wouldn't take that, or you better take it on the lowest risk. Now I'm balanced, though. I'm back to balanced because we took out this swing high here. We took out that swing high right there. I'm now back to balanced. All right. Now, because I'm balanced, do I want to take this short way up here? That's up to you. If I did, it would be at the lowest risk possible. I mean, we are going up really strongly. It is your call. You want to take that. Let me make sure I got it exactly where it needs to be. I got nothing here. Now, I am balanced still. You do have this hold level right here. And you do have this hold level right here. So it's taking out this break. Another 1 point. Are you going to consider that tested or not? That's something you're going to have to make the decision of. 3 ticks is my hard and fast rule. 1 point is like, if I'm going to take the trade, I'm going to do it at the lowest risk possible if it comes back. Let's see what it does. Okay. If you took that short, I would have done it at the lowest risk possible, which would have been 1 micro for me. And somewhere in there, I'd have probably been out. So this level is now dead. It's so weird doing this in replay sometimes because you missed this level. That was a level. So whenever, let's go back. No, I want to go back to here. It's a little different in replay than it is in real time, because in real time you have to keep charting. Right here. Okay, so if I was to enter that, it'd be 1 MES short, because I feel that we're going up, but I'm still at balanced because we've only taken out one swing high, but you know, we've retraced pretty good that day. I mean, so far. So price is up here, and I have to say, okay, what's below me? Where can price bounce against me? It's not this backside because I don't have two candle separation. Probably not this one. That white candle's blocking it. So probably this. So if I'm short, I'm looking to exit here if I'm wanting maximum profit, which is 11 points. So I'm going to trail it at 50% stop. And if it gets there within a tick or two, I'm just taking my profit. Or I'm removing most of the contracts if I did multiple. In this case, I only did one, so it's no big deal. Okay, so let's go. Ooh, look at that. Touched it perfectly. You could have gotten out at your full 11 points. Very nice. Very nice. So now I delete this because we've traded it. I delete this because we've traded it. You could have either reversed your position or just gotten out. So you could have went long right when it touched it. Your call. All right, so let's watch. And by the way, I'm still balanced in my thinking. I have no reason to think anything else. Well, I take that back a little bit because it did take this out, but only with a wick. And I don't count that very much. It just wicked it. Not a whole lot. So I'm still balanced. All right. Now we took out this break. And we've taken out this break. So this level we have to consider tested. I didn't delete it because it got within a point. So let's delete. Now it's your choice. Do I want to take a long off this hold level? Once again, because we're not really in trend, we're in balance. If I did it, I would do it with the lowest contract size perfectly. One contract size. Let's see what happens. Lunch hour started. I wouldn't even be in the trade. I would be probably at my air fryer. But even if you did one contract, you'd have gotten out at basically break even. So let's delete this. Delete that because it already took it out. Delete this because it already took it out. Now I'm coming back. Oh no, I guess it's still lunch. When that brown stops drawing, lunch is over. Okay, come back from lunch. I'm looking at this saying, okay, where are my lines? I missed this short right here. This could have been a short over lunch. If you were trading lunch, I would only do one contract. Seriously, keep it small. There's nothing here that tells me we need to be going big. We are in sideways chop here. Nothing great. So let's watch. I don't have any levels on my chart. There are none that I would trade. Zero. It's going straight sideways. There's no sense in taking trades right here. Jeez. Okay. So now I'm seeing a little change in tone maybe. It took out these break levels. I want to see it take out this one. What's that white? I don't need that white there anymore. I don't know exactly what that is. Let's see. Oh, and I would have this marked because that's another break level. So it's taken out one. Let's see what happens. Nothing. It's dancing with it. All right, now it's taken out the second one. All right, so now what I'm thinking is I'm looking for a short. And when I'm charting, I try to keep this green line there to help keep me knowing where we're at. So now this break level becomes a backside hold level. I need 2 candle separation. Ooh, look at that. It took that out. We are definitely in a down. And now I look further back and go, okay, that was the break level. I'm interested in that. Here is a real backside. So somewhere in here, I'm interested in a short. Let's see what happens. All right, let's stop there because now I got, oops, dang it. Let me go back, I'm sorry. Let me go back to here. I'm wanting to count 2 candles is what I'm wanting to do. So from this level up here, I don't count this first candle, but we got 1 candle separation on this level. We have none on these 2 levels. So I'm watching. Okay, now I got 1, 2, 3 candle separation with a 64. I will be interested in a trade if it hits here. I would probably still be small. Didn't get me there. Oh. And you'd have made something there, touched it and wicked it, but nothing great. You're also in the final 30 minutes here, so got to be careful on craziness. All right, this day was not that great. You had a few trades, but nothing amazing that you go, oh my gosh, what a great day. But none of those should have been losers. None of those should have been losers. I'm going to stop that. Let's go to the 3-minute here. Let's see if I can find a good... All right, there's that trending day there. Let's go... where's the opening? Let's go to 9:30 opening. Let's go to 9:30 opening here. So from what I saw, it looked like we had a trend opportunity here. We did 2 chop days, and the key is 2 candle clearance, in my opinion. That keeps you out of trouble. Market opens at 9:30, which is right here. Okay, so let's play. I hope you're finding this instructional. All right, vomit down. And then we're going up. Now, I have a 2 candle separation right here. All right, from my overnight, it looks like we are laddering up. So I have to take that into some consideration. Where's this swing low right here? It wicked it. So I could say I'm balanced if I wanted. And so let's just be disciplined. It did take out a break level. Let's just say we're balanced. I would take this long, but because we're balanced, I would do it with small leverage. All right, I'm long. And that's when you go, heck yes. Now, we would say, okay, I got to have my protection layers. I do those in orange. I'm in this long. I'm like, dang it, why did I just do it with 1 contract? I've got those 3 protection layers. I'm going to use red as my stop. And I'm going to have 2 protection layers. At this point, I'm feeling worst case. I'm up 12 points. Okay. So let's let this roll. Okay, moves up. New protection layers here. Let me just copy and paste it here. And we have a break level right here. Now I got new, so I can bring this either 2 protection layers or under the break level. Because of where we're at right now, profit on this, 25 points. Am I willing to let that go against me? 25 points, still a dang good day, even with 1 MES. So let's let it keep going. Now, if it comes back to this first backside you can add. And even if you lost 5 points on it, and you had to take 5 points off your 25-point profit, you're good. You're adding when you're winning. Let's see what happens. Oh, it almost got to an add. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so now we got a couple new protection layers. They're more in the break level line. So I'm going to say we got one here. I'm going to move this here. So if I'm doing 2 protection layers, I'm moving my stop to here. This locks me in to a 33-point profit play. Uh-oh. Is it going to get me out? Out. So right there I'd be out. Not the end of the world, because to me it took out 2 swing lows, and now it's hitting this level. I would not be surprised though if that's a rebound, but oh, look at that. Lunchtime, you'd been out again. But look at that. It bounced off that backside 3 times in the lunch hour. No big deal. So very nice trade. So now lunch hour is over and I'm coming back. And here, let me delete all these. My arrow is now sideways because we took out a couple break levels, but we didn't take any more out through lunchtime, and I'm okay with that. So we got this here, we got this here. Now I have my range. What am I looking for here? We run up here, we do this, and I got that. Or I'm looking for this to come down, come back to here, and that. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see what happens. Okay, it went up. It took that out. I did not have 2 candle separation though, so I wouldn't be in that trade. Did not have 2 candle separation, I'm certain. Let me just zoom in, make sure here. I had 1, but not 2. So that's now been taken out. I'll just move this here. Okay. So, because we took that out, this arrow is now this way. So it's your choice if you want to go long on this level. This is the only level that had a 2 candle separation. But we're definitely breaking out of a range. We're definitely in an up day. So yes, you're going to take that trade. I don't know what size you're going to go. I'm probably just going to go small again because it's not the backside. I like bouncing off the backsides, not the front sides. So let's let it go. All right, it's taken out the break level again. So now I'm looking for where can I draw my new level. It'd be this one at this moment. Jeez. Now, you did get in here. So let's talk about trade management. First thing I'm thinking are protection layers. I got a protection layer there. I got a protection layer here. Got the break there, and this I need to make solid. And so now my stop would need to be here. We'll make this red if I'm doing double protection layers. Well, now, at this very moment, I have this. And I have this where price can potentially bounce. So now my stop's going to be here. And I'm looking at locking in 12 points there. See what happens. Jeez. All right. So as I'm watching that, I'm moving this to here. I'm moving my stop to underneath this one and measuring my lock-in profit, 16 points. I've got a double protection layer. Now, if it hits this line, you could add to your position, but I'm not, because I don't like how this line already touched it. But I'm going to use it as a protection layer, not as an add. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's see what happens here. Ooh, nice. So your double protection layer kept you in the trade. This moves to here. This is going to move to here. It's a break. It doesn't change my stop loss yet. Let's see, 3, that's 4, 16. So the end of the day is coming up on us here. That's 16. Right there. All right, let's see what happens. And you're out. Right there, you're out. And you made 15 points. Not bad. That's how I want to play a trend day. I want to get into the trade, and I'm hoping to stay in it all day long. If it gets me out, I'm looking for a way to get out. I'm wanting to stay with the trend. I do that by using my arrow. Are we trending up? Are we balanced? Or are we trending down? And I make my plays based off that. If I'm balanced, I tend to bet smaller. If I'm trending up or trending down and I get a backside entry, that's when I'm going to go big. All right? Hopefully this has been helpful.